Hello students, you are watching my channel BioHub and I am your facilitator Dr. Seema Sharma.
These are the basic steps of crop production. We are starting with step number 5, irrigation. Let's decode the meaning of this term irrigation. Irrigation is the artificial supply of water in the field, or to be more precise, we can say that irrigation is the process of fulfilling the requirement of water for the crop in a planned manner. You know, one natural source is rain. Farmer is dependent on rain, especially monsoon, but it's not raining throughout the year. And plants which are growing in the field, they need water from time to time, depending upon their water requirement. And for that, we have different sources of water. And these are dams, rivers, wells, and lakes. These are few artificial sources of water. Now we have to learn about the methods of irrigation. Students, we have basically two methods: traditional methods and modern methods. So traditional methods are very simple methods, and there are also 4 types: mode, chain pump, dhekli, and rahat. These are 4 traditional methods, whereas in modern methods, one is sprinkler and another is drip system. Now let's learn about these systems in little more detail. Traditional methods of irrigation, which are used by a small scale farmer on his small piece of land, generally in villages. First option is mode. In this method, water is pulled out from the well and directly supplied to the plants. So this farmer is literally pulling out the water with the help of one container from the well, and then it is supplying this water to the fields. So this arrangement of irrigation is mode. The second traditional method is chain pump. This is also a very interesting method. So in this method, 2 wheels are used. One is visible in this picture, whereas the second one is in the well. So they are connected with each other through chain, and buckets are joined with wheels. When these wheels, they rotate, buckets get filled with water and water comes out, and that water is used for watering of the field. Third traditional method of irrigation is dhekli. So in dhekli, as it is visible in the picture also, buckets are used, and then with the help of rope, water is pulled out from the well and then it is supplied to the field. Fourth traditional method is rahat. In this method, buckets, they are tied on a wheel, and one will rotate the handle, due to which wheel turns up and then water gets filled into these buckets and then it is poured out. Advantages of traditional methods of irrigation. First advantage is that they are very cost effective, very economical, and a simple farmer can go for these methods. Second is they can irrigate more area. Thirdly, they are ideal for level field. But there are certain disadvantages of traditional methods of irrigation. These methods are slow and very laborious. Second thing is there is wastage of water because of seepage of water. Third, they are not helping in uniform distribution of water in the entire field. And fourthly, they are also leading to soil erosion. These disadvantages, they led to the development of modern methods of irrigation, which are better than the traditional methods of irrigation in many aspects. Let's learn about those methods now. First, modern method of irrigation is sprinkler. In this system, vertical pipes are provided with rotating nozzles on the top and are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. The water escapes from these rotating nozzles and sprinkled like rain on the crop. So this is a water sprinkler where we have a vertical pipe with rotating nozzle, and the water is sprayed from this like rain on the crops. This method is best for sandy soil as well as that kind of land which is uneven. Second modern method of irrigation is drip irrigation. In this, the conservation of water is maximum. In drip irrigation, water is allowed to fall drop by drop from a pipe just near the roots of the plants. This minimizes wastage of water to a large extent. So here in this picture, you can see water is trickling down drop by drop from the pipe, and it's fulfilling the water requirement of our crop plant and thus reducing the wastage of water to a large extent. Drip irrigation is very good in such kind of land which is very dry and there is scarcity of water. Advantages of modern methods of irrigation. First advantage is they are helping in conservation of water. Second, they are helping in preventing soil erosion. Third, they are enabling the farmer to go for uniform distribution of water in the entire field. Fourth, through these sprinkler and drip system, fertilizers and insecticide can be sprayed in the field, and they are also helping in increasing the crop yield in dry areas. But every farmer cannot go for this because it's not very economic. Lot of investment is required in the basic setting of this system. So small scale farmer cannot go for this, but a large scale farmer can invest in this and he can get a good yield irrespective of the amount of water and irrespective of the nature of the soil. The next thing, time and frequency of irrigation. It depends upon basically three things. First is nature of the crop plant. जो हमने plant फील्ड में लगाया है उसका वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट कैसा है. सेकंड इज नेचर ऑफ द सॉइल. सॉइल किस तरह की है, लोमी सॉइल है, क्लेई सॉइल है, सैंडी सॉइल. एंड थर्डली सीजन लाइक समर, विंटर और मॉनसून. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दैट फार्मर डिसाइड्स एंड इरिगेट हिज क्रॉप अकॉर्डिंगली. So students, this was about step number 5, irrigation. Hope to see you soon in my coming video. Till then, थोड़ी पढ़ाई करना, थोड़ी मस्ती करना और अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ क्वालिटी टाइम स्पेंड करना. बाय बाय.